Hello and good morning, Toledo Bend. Looking a little misty and foggy out there. Saw some boats out there running around. Winds aren't too bad, so get out there, enjoy the day. There will be some sun coming out. Let's take a look. There's LeBeau. You can see the puddles on the roof. There's the roof of Stellies down there in LeBeau, where it's nice and warm this morning. And here's what we have going on here at Alexandria. Looking out toward the west, we have some clouds that are kind of fading and fizzling. And I think for today, we just see some isolated showers and storms. But things are looking lovely out there this morning. Get out there, enjoy the day. Do your thing. Go to the Pecan Festival. Get out there and interact with people. That's what we need to be doing, right? We have some showers and storms out here in Texas. And I've discovered that if I just click on this map now, I can show my arrow. I used to think I had to do something different. This is so simple. I'm so excited. Never know what you're going to learn even a year into having the system. But big storms up around Lubbock, heavy rain up toward Amarillo, and that is going to be the theme here up to our northwest. I'll be talking more about all that stuff in my Cajun Navy update later today. Lot of flooding potential up there into Oklahoma and western Missouri. So for us here locally right now, maybe a heavier shower there near Beaumont, but everything's pretty much out to the west. I think for today, that's going to be the rule here. We're going to keep that heavier rain out west, so our chances only at about 20%. High is going to be in the low 80s. It's going to be kind of humid out there. Yes, it's November. It's time for us to cool off. It's going to happen eventually. It has to, right? All right, here are your wind speeds and direction for anyone who's going to be depending on this for hunting or fishing. Southeasterly for the most part, about 5 to 15 miles per hour for today, and then those things, the wind is going to fade out a bit. We're going to see more light wind overnight, just about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Typically does get a little bit less at night, and we'll see that again today. So severe thunderstorms are possible out in Texas and Oklahoma, maybe southeastern New Mexico. Nothing severe locally today, but could be a few storms out there in West Louisiana. The chances for severe weather are going to come up just a bit by Monday, especially in the western part of the state. I think Tuesday is going to be our best chance for maybe a marginal risk for the entire area, but it does not look like we're going to see any sort of widespread severe threat, so some good news for you there. Showers and thunderstorms today, again, mainly going to be out to the west, just some isolated stuff. But notice tomorrow, we actually do start to see some more isolated storms popping up over most of the area, so chances come up to 30%, may bump that to 40%, but the heaviest stuff way up here into Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, all that stuff. And we have the tropics to talk about as well. I have a new little area to monitor there, just a low chance for development. There's actually subtropical storm Patty way out by the Azores. So unless you have a cruise to the Azores planned in the next 24 hours, and you can privately message me if you do, we won't talk much about that. But we do have this area down here, the red, that's up to 80% chance of development, and it looks like that is happening probably in the next couple of days. So we'll be watching this area right here, this area out here, not really as much of a concern right now, but we're just keeping an eye on everything. Models still bring this as a pretty formidable storm into the Gulf of Mexico, but then it does look like wind shear. Those southwesterlies are going to tear this thing apart, but it could be a fairly close call for someone in the Gulf Coast, so we're going to be watching things, though I'm not worried here locally. I don't think, given the late season here and the fact that that jet stream is going to be digging down toward the Gulf Coast, I don't see any scenario where we see anything crazy locally. So half an inch to inch and a half of rain, especially in the western half of the area, a little lighter out to the east, and of course, you know it, but I have to say it. It's the law. Fall back. It's not the law. I just made that up. But tonight, set them back. Most of them set back automatically, but there are still a few clocks out there that don't. And change the batteries in the smoke detectors. That's what we do. I called it the fire alarm yesterday because I had no idea what I was saying. Here's your 7-day forecast. Showers and thunderstorms most likely on Tuesday, maybe lingering into Wednesday. Other than that, though, we do have the chance for at least isolated rain each day. This is a change from what we saw over the last month where we were just completely dry and just had zeros across the board. So we've seen some rain now. Some of you actually probably have seen too much. I know Oakdale around 7 inches down there out of this last system. An inch at my house out of the last one. Other areas saw 2 to 4. So it varies widely, as typically is the case around Louisiana here. But I know some of you still are needing this rainfall here. So 70% coverage on Tuesday, 50% on Wednesday, and then the the extended forecast, it looks like, now yesterday it kind of looked like, and when we're dealing with 8 to 14 days out, things can change a bit because, we're not that good. So it looks like we are going to keep this pattern around to where we at least keep some sort of rain chance. So showers and thunderstorms are going to be possible again in the mid-month range there, and temperatures, of course, they continue to be above normal. I'm waiting for something big and blue right over the heart of the country, because this time of year, that would mean some serious chill in the air. We don't have it coming just yet, but it looks like we are going to slowly kind of step down to the 70s for highs and lows in the 50s. But that's actually a little bit above normal at this point in the year. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go load up my Cajun Navy stuff. I'll get over there and do a live update on the broader picture with the flooding threat to the northwest. We'll talk tropics. We'll talk about all that kind of stuff and have a little fun. I get to talk weather more, and I do like that. All right, see you guys here tomorrow afternoon.